This is an interesting bank right here. The first time I ever fished here, about 15 years ago, this was a deep, long run with those rocks that went all the way along the edge there, with a couple big ones out here, and it was probably 4, maybe 5 feet deep in places. And then a bunch of floods came through and basically filled this place up, and right now the only deep water is really right along those rocks. But this is such a unique habitat. You don't see anything like this all the way from where I put in to where I turned around. There's got to be something here. Faster than usual current is making this a difficult place to fish, because they have to either be behind something or they're right up on the bank. And if you're even a few inches off the bank, it's probably too fast for them to be there. I'm not that big a fan of fishing during the spawn, and not because of ethics or anything like that. It's because these fish go somewhere, and if you can't find that somewhere, you swear there's no fish in the creek. And that's what my 2 experiences in the red eyes have been so far. Fishing was seemingly way off, and both times I stumbled upon a place where they were spawning, apparently, and it was a fish a cast for 10 or 15 minutes. Places where I've caught fish before, but never like that. Oh, that thing's still on there. That looks like a small Alabama bass, actually. Jimmy Houston has nothing on me. Look at that monster. And he was right up against the bank, as I suspected. I usually fish this place in the summer, early summer, at a water level I would guess to be at least 8 inches lower than this, maybe more, and the current probably by half. And when you fish it in those time periods, the fish are more concentrated, and a lot of this stuff becomes good pools. Now, another look at that tail. You can see how sharp it is, how forked it is, and you can kind of compare that to some of the others that we've seen. Big red eye that I caught almost certainly had some Alabama bass in them. It's not nearly as deeply forked as this, but it's not as round as the red eye bass. But here is an Alabama bass, and that was probably born 2 years ago. They grow fast, but they don't grow that fast. Even here, that it could be a super fast growing 1-year-old, but that would be really fast. They generally make about 4 inches, 4 to 5 inches in 1 year. And then they get to about 7 or 8, which is what I would say this guy is.